You can't seriously ask me to cut off my ex. We're just friends now, she told me. So I answered, fine, stay friends then. That same evening, I removed every single picture of the two of us, confirmed the overseas job upgrade, and when she messaged asking why I was silent, I simply forwarded an image of my flight ticket. Hey everyone, before we dive into the story, if you enjoy these kinds of real-life accounts, please subscribe to the channel and drop a like. Appreciate it. Hey Reddit, I've spent years scrolling through this subreddit, soaking up crazy tales of disloyalty and poetic justice, never imagining I'd eventually post my own. This happened roughly a year back, and putting it into words now brings a strange sense of relief. If you love those gratifying endings where the decent person exits gracefully and fate delivers a solid lesson to the one who wronged them, get comfortable. I'm 28, working as a software developer, and I genuinely believed my relationship with my girlfriend, Sarah, was solid. We connected 3 years prior at an industry event in our medium-sized town. Nothing fancy, basically average cafes and sky-high rent. She was a lively marketing specialist, bursting with ambition and charisma, and I was instantly smitten. I was the reliable type, organizing outings, marking special dates, standing by her no matter what. Right from day one, I committed fully. Sarah had recently escaped a chaotic romance with her former partner, Mike, whom she called chaotic yet exciting. At first, I shrugged it off. We all carry some past, don't we? Still, I gave up a lot for our future. Let's rewind to around 6 months into dating. Her company let her go in a round of layoffs, so for 4 straight months, I handled the full rent while she searched for openings. I prepared dinners, cheered her on before calls, stayed up assisting with cover letters and CV edits. She's valuable, I kept reminding myself, seeing her light up once she secured fresh employment. On another occasion, roughly 12 months earlier, my workplace presented an incredible step up. Senior engineer position requiring relocation to a major European tech center. Higher income, stimulating assignments, the lot. But Sarah panicked over the distance. I can't face that situation again, she cried, eyes welling, bringing up her history with Mike. Without hesitation, I declined. Remained here for our sake. To me, that defined real partnership, prioritizing the bond above personal gain. Life seemed smooth, at least on the surface. We fell into comfortable patterns. Saturday trail walks, cozy film evenings, browsing feeds side by side. Gradually, though, fissures emerged. Sarah began bringing up Mike far more frequently. Look what funny thing Mike shared. Or, Mike's off exploring again. Sounds amazing. I dismissed it initially as innocent. Then came the midnight messages. Her device vibrating at 2 a.m., her sleepy excuse. Only chatting with an old acquaintance. One evening I caught sight of his text, remembering our wild days' smirking face. My gut twisted. Could this count as crossing emotional lines? It seemed that way, yet I refused to turn into the possessive partner cliché. The following morning, during breakfast, I addressed it quietly, no shouting. Sarah, the messages from Mike bother me. If this is serious, perhaps we should establish limits, such as removing him from contacts. She sighed dramatically, placing her cup down sharply in our silent kitchen. Don't tell me I have to remove my ex. We're merely friends, she replied, sounding superior, as though my concern was absurd. It's harmless. We share a past, sure, but nothing romantic anymore. You're sounding paranoid, honey. Real trust wouldn't question this. I stared at my now lukewarm drink. Her response cut deep, brushing aside my emotions like they were trivial. Friends, I echoed calmly. If that's important to you, go ahead. No pleading, no fight. I simply agreed and headed to the office. Deep down, though it struck painfully, a shared past? Nothing more? I'd passed on major chances for her happiness, yet she valued an old flame who'd once hurt her. I held back, however. Perhaps that restraint saved me, or maybe delayed the inevitable. Work felt endless that day. I dove into programming to distract myself, but thoughts kept drifting. Recall last holiday season. I gifted her concert passes to her dream artist, even though it drained my savings. She embraced me fiercely, murmuring how perfect I was. Now it seemed I was merely reliable backup. By nightfall, I realized change was necessary, but drama wasn't my style. Self-respect first. The discussion hung over me like fog. In the days after, Sarah behaved as if the conversation never occurred. Normal conversations, shared laughs, Yet Mike's notifications persisted. I began spotting quieter signs online. She hearted his updates, dropped comments referencing private memories I couldn't decode. One night, I viewed her story, an old snapshot of her and Mike by the ocean, labeled throwback vibes with a good pal waterwave #memories. Mutual acquaintances liked it. Some remarked you guys looked adorable. My heart squeezed. Overreacting or genuine disregard? It felt like subtle rejection, treating me as second choice while she toyed with nostalgia. I held off on another talk. Let the unease settle instead. Sleepless hours on the sofa, staring at the screen, mind spinning. Why accept this treatment? I've stayed faithful, sacrificed twice on that European opportunity because she claimed distance would destroy everything. Recall the renewed offer just 3 months prior. They followed up with better terms, including moving support. Sarah sulked. What happens to everything we've built? Mike warned long-distance ruins couples. Again, Mike is the authority. I calmed her, promised we'd stay rooted. Gave up advancement for her security. Gazing at that seaside image now, the imbalance felt cruel. Unearned. Like watering a leaking vessel endlessly. 7 days later, tension peaked. Returned home to hear her laughing on a call. She ended abruptly upon noticing me. Who was on the line? I inquired lightly. Only Mike, she brushed aside. He's struggling lately. Could use support. That evening, she started the serious conversation, pulling me onto the sofa with a practiced expression. I've been reflecting, she began, tone measured. I require breathing room. Mike gets certain sides of me that you, well, don't quite grasp. You're wonderful, but too routine, too safe. I hate causing pain, yet my connection with him is innocent. If you struggle with that, perhaps we're mismatched. I absorbed it quietly. Justification stacked. We're not crossing lines, only conversing. Your jealousy complicates things. Distorted reasoning continued. True affection means believing Mike's platonic. Forcing a block feels possessive, and I refuse that life. I deserve freedom to connect openly. Delivered with that confident smirk, as though the debate was already settled. Patronizing, as if my multi-year devotion meant little. What's next? I asked evenly. She lifted her shoulders. Perhaps a pause to figure things out. No emotion visible, merely cold indifference. I inclined my head. Understood. Follow your path. No meltdown. No bargaining. I rose, took my computer, retreated to the room. Surprise flickered across her face. She'd anticipated resistance. But I'd reached my limit. While she rested, I acted. Opened every platform and deleted our entire photo collection. Countless shots, getaways, quiet mornings. Liberating to wipe the slate. Then messaged my manager. Confirming the role. Prepared to move immediately. Offer still valid. Relief washed over me. Next morning, relocation confirmed in 14 days. Brand new chapter in Europe's innovation scene, plus significant pay increase. Sarah spotted the missing images the following day. What happened here? She texted from my office hours. Silence from me. Texts piled. Why the cold shoulder? Evening arrived. I replied with one item, a snapshot of the departure boarding pass. Nothing else. Her reaction exploded. Repeated rings. Voice notes ignored. I stayed detached. Vanished quietly. Not payback. Pure self-care. First days overseas centered on adjustment. Fresh flat, facing ancient stone lanes. Colleague meals with international teammates. Quiet from back home sharpened the sense of injustice. Acquaintances reached out. Bro, bit extreme. They were only pals. Another claimed Sarah felt abandoned. You vanished without discussion. Most went unanswered, though words stung. Abandoned? She'd tossed me aside effortlessly. Doubt morphed into understanding in solitude. I'd endured mistreatment, gaslit into seeming unreasonable for requesting respect. Freedom brought relief. Early European period blended exhaustion and awakening. Immersed in challenging AI initiatives at work, far from monotonous tasks previously. City pulsed with energy. Outdoor eateries lined walkways. Classic architecture alongside modern workspaces. Secured a cozy place with river-facing terrace. Years later, lightness returned. No tension wondering whose name lit her screen. Celebration waited. I allowed hurt to process privately. Evening strolls by the shore, recalling her phrases. Too comfortable. Too ordinary. Painful, yes. Devoted excessively. Placed her above all. Only discarded casually. Self-doubt surfaced briefly. Too dull? Deserved? Gradually acceptance replaced it. Her decision, not my failing. First evening, I cut contact across platforms. Acquaintances initially relayed info. Tom texted, "She claims you vanished coldly." Harsh move. Emily added, "She's devastated. Only platonic with Mike." Cut her slack. Messages carried biased defense of her narrative. Replied sparingly, "Thanks for checking, doing fine." Silence group threads. Allowed quiet to grow. Unjust how they cast me as heartless while ignoring her boundary games. Still, no defense offered. Respect meant skipping justifications. Time rolled on until consequences surfaced. Never monitored. Unfollowed all. Fragments arrived unavoidably. Shared playlists, professional networks. Sarah's profiles first dimmed, then filled with cryptic captions. "People sometimes disappoint you." Turned out Mike wasn't the carefree companion portrayed. Info from impartial contact revealed he'd exploited her, taking cash for trips, staying in our former home, secretly seeing others. Escalated publicly. He blasted her online as needy and penniless, admitting the friendship had turned physical. Unstable character, frequent job changes, anger problems. After exhausting her funds on his doomed venture, he vanished abruptly. Text breakup, mirroring her earlier detachment toward me. Sarah spiraled quickly. Employment suffered, absent-minded, tardy after fights. Circle pulled away once reality emerged. Even Tom messaged, had no clue. Mike's trouble. Isolation followed. Online cries for genuine support. Financially strained too. Lease concluded. Rent unaffordable solo. Moved in with critical sibling. Poetic twist. Pursued thrill with Mike. Landed in chaos she dreaded with me. Never celebrated her fall. Focused forward. Fitness became habit. Began studying the local tongue. Met someone casually. Anna. Talented creative who appreciated consistency. Real progress looks like this. No longer fragile. Simply grounded and independent. Quiet periods allowed reflection amid rain-soaked days. Coffee in hand. River gazing. Recall final vacation. Surprise escape I'd arranged. Her preferred drink included. She spent half texting Mike. Memory no longer burned. Only instructed. Mistreatment existed, yet propelled me to irreplaceable present. Her outreach began modestly 3 months later. Unknown sender, sister's line, discovered later. "Hey, Sarah here. Could we speak? Miss what we had." Ignored. Then audio please. I was foolish. Mike was meaningless. Increasing urgency exposed double standards. Acquaintances intervened. Pushy notes. Emily wrote, "Immature to ignore. She's suffering badly. Hear her side at minimum." Tom rang, guilting, family concerned. Barely eats. For old days' sake. Manipulative, implying debt after her earlier scorn. Contact intensified. 1:02 a.m. call, slightly intoxicated voice. "Why disappear so suddenly?" Space was for me, not total erasure. Answered once, mostly curious. "Sarah, what is it?" Voice broke initially, remorseful. "I ruined everything." Mike turned violent. "Stole all I had. Recognize now your kindness. Can we restart? I'll travel there. Sort it somehow." Irony thick. "You demanded I accept your ex-contact, but cut me off? Unjust." Remain steady. "No pity. You chose. I'm outside that now." She persisted, citing shared years. "No feelings left." "None," I stated plainly. Forward. Hung up. Sparked rage next. Furious messages. Sending ticket photo then vanishing. Cruel. Relatives joined. Mother's voicemail, blaming, ruined my daughter. Constant tears. Step up. Sister texted, desperate. Job gone from urine-induced stress. Return. Mood swings obvious. Arrogance pleading wrath. Balance shifted, revealing character. Blocked fresh contacts. She persisted. Work email, alone. Mike bankrupted me. You helped once, needed again. Final lengthy note peaked. I'll transform. Cut ties completely. Just converse. Exposed contradictions fully. Pleading for respect she'd denied. Felt only detachment. No concern for her situation. Life overflowed. Career advanced. Salary rose. And a relationship deepened. City explorations together. Requests became distant echoes. Climax arrived during Lisa's online wedding. Zoom due to scattered relatives. Joined from terrace, jacket casually worn. Anna cooking nearby, unseen. Sarah popped into view unexpectedly. Added late, apparently. Appearance worn. Messy hair, messy room at sister's. Stark difference. My contentment, her struggle. After vows, group chat lively. Commented lightly. Best wishes, Lisa. Thriving here, fresh work, new journey with partner. Sarah DM'd instantly. Partner? Wait. Private chat needed. Requested separate session. Curiosity led me in. Screen filled with tear-streaked face. Already dating? Unbelievable. Mike ruined everything. Erratic. Took finances. Even struck me. Isolated, broke. Seeing your happiness, I understand my loss. Return. I'll relocate. Relaxed. Sarah, you insisted on keeping your ex close? I saw it calm. Achieved it. Echoing her reasoning. Called me dull, controlling for limits. Now pleading? Different chapter. Resolute. No compassion. Your role ended. Built better, stable, drama-free. Tears flowed. But I still care. Please. Closed. Firmly. Own your decisions. Exited session. Blocked her there. Reversal complete. Once arrogant, now helpless. Me, liberated emotionally. Faded from her world as though never vital. Reddit, justice has style. I'm flourishing. Her path isn't mine. Facing similar? Leave respectfully. Rewards arrive. Thanks for listening. Subscribe and like if these resonate. Thoughts on this? Drop them below.